Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Machine again, and I am an American. Yay! I love America. And right now, we have a president who's very obsessed with his own image and his own legacy. And as such, he's been putting together quite a few little building projects to cement himself as being a legitimate good person and a good president. But, yeah, let's put it this way. That's not going to be his legacy in the history books. I don't think he grasps how much, people hate him and despise him. And, I think that he's going to, be put in the textbooks as being a president with a very bad legacy. He thinks that he can just build himself up and build himself up and say that I'm great without actually showing anything great in his name, without any without regard to be the judge of whether he's great or not. So I think that he's going to go down in history for his true legacy. And that would be lies. That whenever he gets into Jimmy, he just lies about something, and he doesn't even try to attempt to make it right, or try to attempt to eliminate any problems that he's caused. Likewise, he always likes to say that it's okay to blame the other guy for your own faults. I feel that this will come into play for the next Republican or the next Democrat leader of this country. That because Trump did it, it's okay for me to do it. So it's okay for me to see that my economy is failing. So what do? Rather than taking personal responsibility for it, or saying like, I'm sorry, I made a bad decision, or like, the economy is terrible because of my watch, or a bad decision I made or something. He just says, oh, it's the radical of Democrats, or oh, they sabotaged it, or like, oh, it's Joe Biden's fault, or it's Obama's fault. Those seem to be the biggest punching bag of all time. Number two, I think that because he is so racist, so bigoted, so sexist, so transphobic, so this, that, and the other thing that you can think of as a negative human trait and whatnot. I think that it's okay to be this way. So therefore, the next person that is like that, like a racist, transphobic, bigot, and all this other stuff, they're gonna say, okay, since Trump is like that, and since he did so well in the election and stuff, I feel I can do the same too. I can again, for example, hate all black people, or hate all Native Americans, and name calling, call them piggy and all kinds of other racist, derogatory terms, and get away with it and everything. So, there's another thing too. And number three is all the bullshit that goes on with it too. Like, I'm the greatest president in the world. Yeah, you should prove it every day. Or I'm the smartest person in the world. I know everything there is to know about a certain subject. I know more than general do. I know more about history in the Middle East than you do. Because I'm the president. I'm smart and you're dumb. Yeah, that's not going to do as well. So the self-aggrandizement is a problem, and I feel that the next person might do the same thing too. For that. Number four, the biggest thing that I would consider to be Trump's true legacy is the unabashed corruption that he putting forth. In that his income or some kind of financial forms were released by the president. And he said that over the past year, he's made over $2 billion worth of cryptocurrency for himself from all the countries and billionaire people that wanted to pal around with him and stuff with the proximity to power and influence and stuff that he has. So in other words, he's a president for anybody who is being given the money for it. So I feel that the next person in charge might do that too, because if Trump did it and got away with it, so it's so flagrantly, is very flamboyant about it. That I'm president. What you gonna do about it? You gonna do anything about it? You can't do anything about it. Because I'm president. I have all kinds of security measures in place that can protect me from taking advantage of all the poor rubes that vote for me and still support me, even though I'm a loser and a con man and all this stuff. Yeah. So I feel that the corruption will also be a big part for the next person involved. That because Trump did all these horrible things and got away with it, I can do the same thing. So that's kind of I know that's kind of powerful, of course, for some politics and politicians be corrupt and stuff, but we never actually saw anyone do this out in the open, like advertising for this and that the other thing, and making it seem like it's for the country. Meanwhile, it's not for the country; it's for himself. And then there's also the fact about blaming Hunter Biden on the crime family involving him too. That's complete poppycock, because the Trump family has gotten away way too much for way too long. I just feel that that's going to be the new norm for the Republicans in the future. That we're going to wreck whatever economy we have, and then blame the other guy for it, while being misogynistic, narcissistic, egotistical, and all the other isms that you can think of. Plus, being corrupt as all hell, taking it to a script that we've never seen before. And plus, the fact that Donald Trump is hands down the dumbest, most simple-minded president that we've ever had. So I feel that because he set the bar so low, somebody else might say, that guy was able to play a bunch of for suckers and vote for them, even though he doesn't give a damn about them. Maybe I can do the same thing too, only I can do it a little better because I'm smaller than Trump, and I can play to their weaknesses and low intelligence too. Yeah, so I feel that that's what's gonna happen in the future. His legacy will not be a good economy. It won't be a good golden age like he says. It'll be about an Iran war that doesn't seem to end. That drove up the price of food, fertilizer, oil, fuel around the world, and caused a catastrophe. All because he's a bonehead who doesn't like to admit the truth that he made a bonehead decision and that he wanted to cover up the Epstein files, where he was allegedly in there more than 30,000 times for his sexual misconduct against women and young girls a very unforgivable crime. And, it can be seen mostly from when someone yelled out, "Pedophile protector," and he just tried to drown it out, but we all heard him. We all heard that guy. We know that Trump knows what he did. He knows that's wrong, and that if he cuts out, it will ruin his reputation. So, the only reason why he wants to run again for a fourth term is so that he stays out of prison where he belongs, along with anybody else that was involved with the Epstein files. So yeah, with that, that's gonna be his true legacy. It'll be degradation of the president, the House of the office of the President of the United States. There'll be a cheap thrills, trying to distract from everything that he's done that was bad. And the destruction of monuments in the United States, like the fucking pool, various fountains around DC, everything else. So, God bless America, but fuck Donald Trump. Anyway, I'm gonna put all my socials in the description below for this video. Let me know if you guys agree with me or you disagree with his true legacy. And let me know if you have anything to add to that. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. All you girls and guys in internet land. Sayonara, ciao, ciao, and auf Wiedersehen.